Love to see it. Thank you, Megan. Well, welcome to the Cooking Corner. We're happy to welcome back Chef Devin Levine from the Cox Business Convention Center doing a beef tenderloin carpaccio. Welcome in, Chef.
Well, thank you for having me.
This is one that you called it a acquired taste.
Acquired taste. You know, this is a raw beef dish, so you kind of got to get that in your head, but it is safe to eat.
Okay.
What we've done here, we're using tenderloin. You can also use eye of round, and because it's safe, it's a muscle meat, to where a lot of the outside pathogens and things that are on the outside haven't gotten to that. We trim this down to the eye, so this is safe to eat.
But like ground burger, like you were saying during weather,
yeah,
that's because it's all ground in together. That's
right.
Not safe to eat.
Not safe to eat. You should technically, as much as we hate to say it, eat your hamburgers well done.
Okay.
You know, I'm still one of those that like a rare hamburger too, but you know,
you gotta have a little juice in there.
Well, yeah, a little bit. Just don't overcook it.
Yes.
You know. So what I've done here is I've cut some very thin slices of the tenderloin, just to kind of get started. And what I'm aiming for is kind of a round pattern. So we're gonna make some noise here. Let you pound this as best you can, as thin as you can, to kind of about the size of the plate.
Yep.
Made all the noise.
Everybody in the newsroom's like, what is going on?
What's going on back there? So anyway, you peel that off, and this is done on just plain old saran wrap, like a plastic wrap. So you pick this up, it'll stick to it. You kind of hover over the plate and lay it down and peel it off.
Okay.
And there we have our beef, and you can kind of push it around to make it look real pretty. So that's how we start this out. Now the flavor comes in. What I have here is some, well, first we're going to start with some olive oil. You do want to use extra virgin olive oil. A little strong, but it sure tastes good on there.
Yeah, I don't know if I could eat the raw meat without anything on it.
Has to have, you're almost creating like almost a little bit of a vinaigrette on
Exactly.
here. So there we have the olive oil. Then I come back and I've got some Dijon mustard. Now we put it in a squirt bottle to make it kind of fancy, but just a dollop in the center would be just fine too.
Is this more of like an appetizer type dish?
Yes, okay. appetizer. Then I have some ground black pepper. This is a Muldrin sea salt, so it's kind of a larger grain sea salt, kind of crunchy, and that's really nice to eat that way. Then we have some capers. A little bit of that sourness and the olive oil make that vinaigrette I was talking about.
And pretty dish, I mean.
Oh yeah, pretty.
A little garnish.
Little red onion. A little parsley or chive, either one you want to kind of make it look. Then a little bit of Parmesan.
You got a lot of flavor in there.
A lot of flavors. Then I take just a little bit of a wild arugula and put this just right in the middle. And then you have a little bit of a lemon, which we'd put a couple slices there. This is just to squeeze over it. And then you just add a little bit of thin sliced baguettes or a cracker or anything you like to eat it on. And there's a very quick appetizer.
Great.
It's meant to take the toast, pick up some of the meat, put it on it, squeeze some lemon, and chew it down.
Interesting. I don't know what my thoughts are. I love sushi. I'm all for raw fish, but I'm like, I don't know. I do love good tenderloin.
You can also sear the outside and cook it to, let's say, a rare or medium rare. Okay. Cool it, slice it, and pound it, so it's kind of cooked.
That may convince some more people.
It might.
It looks good, it smells good, and I may have to try this after the show. Well, thank you, Chef, for being here. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
You can check out more recipes just like this one. All you have to do is go to our website at newson6.com/recipes. Well, when we come back, one of Oklahoma's own is getting to